Good morning, everyone. Clint McLaughlin here with Midwest Market Management. It's Thursday, April 24th. I got Riley Sykard on here with me today. We're going to jump right into Safrinha weather. Still have a really good start to things down there. Riley, has anything changed?
No, not any big game changers today from Tuesday. As we'll hop into this, you'll see stuff still looks really good down there. So moving right into this, as always, we want to put in perspective how big this area is. Big areas to watch are anywhere from this Mato Grosso province all the way down to Paraná. Those regions in between, that's your Safrinha regions, with half of it being in Mato Grosso. So if you put Mato Grosso in the United States, half your Safrinha crop covers almost the entire Midwest. So this is a huge region that one sentence can't define how's the Safrinha crop looking, which it's a question we get asked quite a bit. So moving right into it here, 1 to 5 day temperatures are showing a little bit of heat on the north side of things, but like you and I have mentioned, short-term temperatures in the low to mid 90s is not an uncommon thing down there, especially as we get later into this time of year. Temperatures are usually going to heat up and precipitation's looking to slow down. So not super unexpected to see this here, Clint.
Yeah.
So 6 to 10 day shows a very similar outlook. Warm to the north, to the south, you're still seeing temperatures in the 80s. Not anything to be concerned about on the temperature side of things. Last 13 days of rainfall, we can see this week way down south, there were some super big kind of severe rains, which that was an area that was already dry to begin with. So while if you're in that area that got, 9-10 inches, you're hurting. But these other areas like Paraná and the upper regions of Mato Grosso do Sul, they got very nice 2 to 3 inch rains that any type of drought concern they had just got eased. And if you remember on Tuesday, the southern little chunk of Mato Grosso was the one dry region there. Now over the last 13 days, especially this week, they got the rains they needed. So surface soil moisture's not changed since Tuesday. Moving into the 1 to 5 day, still some chances for more rain to the south as that storm is continuing to unleash down there. But overall, some spotty rains as we go forward on the Safrinha side of things. Spotty rains are going to become more common, so look for that trend to continue. But overall, somewhat mild temperatures and enough rain to keep their soil moist. I mean, there's stuff's just looking good until you get into this 6 to 10 day. They're going to look to start drying out. But with all the rain they've had, it's going to take more than a 5 day window for there to be any concern. So right now, my expectations are crops going to continue to look solid, and I don't see any reason to be lowering their national yield. What do you think, Clint?
No, everything looks good here. As you mentioned, there's some hints of heat. And now this dryness, clearly, they're going to drop off faster than we will with no rain. But, it's just way too early to become, alarmed from a national yield perspective or an overall yield picture down there. It's just too early to become alarmed on this. And, now, if I'd be a lot more alarmed on this if the main growing regions were 96, 98, 100, 101 like we've experienced and seen down there in the past. But yeah, nothing here to get too overly alarmed about.
No, and especially when you flick the moisture on the 1 to 13 day, that 6 to 10 can make you look a little concerned, but overall your 1 to 13 kind of debunks that. So not saying a month from now, if they don't catch any rain between now and then, we won't have a bit of a story. But as of right now, crops look ideal down there. Not any issue for the markets to be trading.
Yeah, and this map's reaching out to the 5th of May. So, 15th of May, if we're not seeing some more rain in these heavy hitting areas, then we'll have a reason to get concerned.
Yep, I agree. But overall, map wise, that's all I have for today. Not any serious changes as of right now. So
all right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to put the maps together. Marcus Weather Group, really provides some nice maps, and the ability to draw up exactly the time periods and the moisture content, or the heat, the temperature maps exactly the way we like them, really provides a lot of structure. We talk a lot about mindset, structure, and execution here, and you know, we're trying to provide a mindset where guys look at it more. Weather, particularly here in the U.S., is more of a holistic. Is this a national yield changing type of a problem, or is this my local backdoor type of an issue? And in order to stay in that mindset, if you implement some structure that aids you in staying in that mindset, it really ultimately leads to some better farm marketing decisions. And so that's why we've chosen the maps that we've chosen with intentionality, is to try to provide the structure that keeps you in a mindset that is more national yield driven. So appreciate the time, Riley. We will be back here on Tuesday. Also, U.S. weather will be out here a little bit later today. So hope you can tune into that. You can always look us up at midwestmarketmanagement.com. Thanks a lot and have a great weekend.
This material has been prepared by a sales or trading employee or agent of Midwest Market Management and is in the nature of a solicitation. This material is not a research report prepared by of Midwest Market Management Research Department. By accepting this communication, you agree that you are an experienced user of the futures markets, capable of making independent trading decisions, and agree that you are not and will not rely solely on this communication in making trading decisions. Distribution in some jurisdictions may be prohibited or restricted by law. Persons in possession of this communication indirectly should inform themselves about and observe any such prohibition or restrictions. To the extent that you have received this communication indirectly, and solicitations are prohibited in your jurisdiction without registration, the market commentary in this communication should not be considered a solicitation. The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results. Trading advice is based on information taken from trades and statistical services and other sources that of Midwest Market Management believes are reliable. We do not guarantee that such information is accurate or complete, and it should not be relied upon as such. Trading advice reflects our good faith judgment at a specific time and is subject to change without notice. There is no guarantee that the advice we give will result in profitable trades.